It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And Klay Thompson, the son of former first overall pick Michael Thompson, when he gets hot, he can take over games.
Hey, you know what? This guy, didn't he have 37 in one quarter last year? How incredible is that to get 37 in a quarter?
Not only that, Kenny also had 26 in a quarter later on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he can shoot over anyone with his height, and he has a quick release. You know, he probably has the prettiest shot in the game.
I would agree with that.
37 and a quarter.
Right.
And your career high was?
41.
41 is your career high. 37 and a quarter. Does that impress Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
What's your high in a quarter?
I don't know. I didn't get the ball that much.
Oh,
you know who I played with.
You had 50. You had 60 in a game. Oh, my God.
I heard you, Shaq. I heard you.
I could be subliminal.
Let's get it to Kevin Harlan right now.
Because the guy didn't get it to him.
This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors.
Ready to go? Ready to go?
So Cleveland will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the one spot. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yeah, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact, all part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor. And you know, now we have all these analytics, and if you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. I mean, and teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the cameras. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
And Bogut drops them both. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can, a rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Green. No good on the triple.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And Green gets it to go.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
James kicks to Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 now.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that D. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
No one near James as he lets it go. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. LeBron's got his first points in this one. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry with it. Green with a screen on Irving. And the pass to Barnes. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Curry dishes to Green. That one a little long.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here's LeBron, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
And he sinks the second. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut, and it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now Irving. He's got 5. James, no good.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever. But also of note, it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Smith's got his first bucket of the night. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far. You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
LeBron passes to Thompson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. Curry kicks to Spates. To the inside. Here's Iguodala, and he banks in the layup.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Smith outside. The feed now to James. Irving kicks to Love. No good. Great D that time from Green. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And the Warriors with some changes. Ezeli's checked in for Draymond Green. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. To the wing right side. Here's Varejao. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Stolen by Varejao. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by LeBron.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now here is Barbosa. Unloads from 13. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Smith right side. Thompson dishes to Williams. Here's Barbosa. And as we conclude the first quarter, we caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans, the media, he and LeBron deal with, but also, Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
We've got Bogut. Harrison Barnes is out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Livingston in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Jefferson. Williams has got his first points of the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Ezeli. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov. He's checked in for Varejao. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Pass to Jefferson. Inside, Mozgov wide open. He